Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Motorsport TV. Recently I went to a car show a couple weeks ago before I went on vacation, and there's the intro over at the on my channel, Motorsport TV. It isn't a very recognizable channel, thanks all the 4 subscribers. Today I'm going to go through 11 of the new 2018 supercars that are coming out. Well, some are supercars, some are iffy. Some that I don't know. Let me just yeah. Some of them are weird versions. So, like, okay, let's start. So, there's the 2018 Ford GT, which is a twin turbocharged V6 and 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. The weird reason is how I don't know how I would put this as a supercar because of the V6. Normally, I would think as supercars as like electric or V8 and above, but it could be considered a muscle car, American muscle, because it's a V6. But as a top speed of 216 miles an hour, that is very debatable. Coming from for GTs, very debatable between. But the interior, I've heard, and it has a weird interior that that there is a the steering wheel. The steering column is a sort of an Formula 1 racing type with a screen for the beginning to steer, but I wouldn't. That it's a complicated car. It's a muscle car. It's a Formula 1 car. It's a bunch of different cars smashed together. So there is. Well, the steering wheel also acts as a dashboard with 4 different types. There's normal, which is just like on a highway or something. Sport, track, and wet. But there's a difference between the sport and the track. Because some sports there are like street races, and then there's track that you go around the track racing. So that was the Ford GT. Now we're going to move on to the next one that probably not many of you heard of. I just recently heard of it. The Zenvo TSR S. I haven't heard of it. It's an ultra rare because I've never heard of it. Tiny. And it is I've heard of it as an electric car, but it's not. It has an adjustable wing on that adjusts to how you turn, left or right, and then straight when you do a straightaway. If you can guess, it goes up to 1,177 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower. But the minimum horsepower is 700 street safe horsepower, because I don't think you'd want to use 1,000 plus horsepower on a street. So, well, yeah. It's a high performance mode that boosts the traction and maximum unleashing the roar power of the TRS. It's weird. The coolest part, the spoiler that I told you about earlier, that tilts side to side, front to back, depending on which way the driver turns. Yeah, I'm reading this from a magazine, so it may look like I'm reading it, because I am. Cats. That was his Zenvo TSRS. Next, we got the Bugatti Chiron. The Bugatti Chiron Sport. That is the world's most expensive car, with $3.26 million. If you got any of that lying around, go ahead and buy one. But if you don't, still, I wouldn't say it's worth it, because okay, it goes up to 261 miles an hour. with the it's supercharged. I wouldn't say it's necessary. It has 3D printed wipers, full carbon fiber dashboard, suede leather seats, two-tone paint with 4 blustery tailpipes. Because if you've seen some of the Bugatti Chirons or Virons, you see like the blue, black. That's kind of the main color. Hence, the new Lamborghini Centenario has that same color. It's actually built. It's basically a mix of a Lamborghini and the Bugatti smashed together in one Lamborghini. And yeah. So that's the Bugatti Chiron. Next, we're going up to an also one that you probably haven't heard of, the Rimac C_2. It's a confusing one. I'll just put the name right up there, hopefully, so you can see that. I've never heard of it, but it might be the fastest, most powerful car. $2 million pop, $2 million each. So, but it's also fully electric, which is one more thing to go wrong with them. Probably the most expensive to repair. They generate 2,000 horsepower, which is a lot higher than the Zenvo TSRS. So, 0 to 60 in 1.85 seconds with a top speed of 258. So, let's think about that. The Ford GT goes 216. The Zenvo goes up to, what did it say? Doesn't say the top speed of the Zenvo, but I'm pretty sure it's fast. And, yeah, $2 million Rimac or a $3 million Bugatti. Which do you think is faster? The Bugatti by like 3-4 miles an hour. The Rimac's top speed is 258. The Bugatti's is 261, which is very close, very close. So, next we're going to do the Lexus LC 500. The most impractical Lexus you'll ever need. That is, if you need it. 500 horsepower coupe. It looks like a futuristic car, just like the Acura NSX. We'll get to that later on in the video. It has 500 horsepower. Very impressive interior. I have to say, it looks cool, but basically it's all for looks. Top speed of 168. If you're looking for supercars, I suggest any of the other ones over this because of this top speed. With 4 seconds 0 to 60 time. So if you're looking to beat someone in a race, good luck with that. You'll probably get beaten by a minivan, because I'm pretty sure some minivans go faster than this thing for 0 to 60 time at least. And the next one, well, it does have a digital touchscreen. The next one is the Lamborghini Huracan, my favorite out of this entire list. It's known for powerful cars. The Huracan is a V10, 631 horsepower, and reaches 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds, which is fast, super fast. The instruments are operated by 12-inch liquid crystal display located behind the steering wheel, so when you're driving, you'll see it, along with the paddle shifters, which, truthfully, I love paddle shifters. And then the Huracan is also one of the few convertible supercars, outside of probably the Aventador Spider and... Yeah. Outside of the new BMW i8 Roadster, those are convertible. So, yeah, the Lamborghini Huracan is my favorite because I love the shape of it. The only problem is seeing out the back window, very hard. Because I recently went to a Lamborghini of Denver, and I saw a Huracan Performante, and then 2 other Huracans, so 3 other. And when I was just leaving, a red Huracan pulled up. I just stared at it. it was pretty sweet. So if you're looking for a Lamborghini, I suggest Huracan. But if you're gonna start basic, I just go with the Gallardo. Anyway, moving on. The Aston Martin Vulcan. It's not even street legal because it's so fast. But I'm still wondering how the Rimac is street legal, but I don't know. It has 800 horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, reaching a top speed of over 200 miles an hour. Yeah, 200 miles an hour. But then you got the Bugatti Chiron, which is 260 miles an hour, which means the Aston Martin is a lot slower than the Bugatti, and the Bugatti is street legal. So if you want a fast car, and you have spare $3 million laying around, go ahead and buy one. I'm not, ever. But, yeah. So, moving on, after the Aston Martin Vulcan, we got a few other good ones. Like the Acura NSX, which I said. It has a really futuristic look. It's flashy, but the interior is that's most remarkable. I haven't seen an interior in person. I've seen some pictures, and they looked pretty neat, pretty cool. Acura calls it the Human Support Cockpit. Human Support Cockpit. Pretty cool. Unlike most of them, they come with a hybrid version for people who are passionate about the environment. Just squeezing in a little thing. Electric cars may be quiet, fast, look weird, except for those Priuses. I never liked Priuses. It may look like it's really zero emission, great for the environment, but it takes a lot of fossil fuels to make a battery. So once you guys figure out how to fix batteries and make them zero emission to make the batteries, have fun. And then we have the BMW i8, which is also a zero emission electric car. And they also make plug-in hybrids that are 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. So gets nearly 50 miles per gallon, has a top speed of 155 miles an hour, which is pretty neat considering the awesome doors. I just love the doors. And then moving on to the McLaren 720S, also one of my favorite vehicles because McLaren does a great job for cars. Hopefully they make a crossover. No. Okay, the 720S might be the gorgeous supercar on my list today. It's designed after a great white shark. Fun fact. It has a glass canopy that offers a 360-degree view, so like all around. So, top speed of 212, 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds, which is pretty fast. Well, what do you get? It's a McLaren. Anyway, moving on to the Ferrari 488 Pista. Probably the most powerful car Ferrari has ever built. Good job, Ferrari. And it has a twin-turbo V8 carbon fiber. This carbon fiber horse beast goes up to 711 horsepower. Top speed of 211 miles an hour. No. 711 horsepower, 211 miles per hour. Yeah. Has a Formula 1 racing background, but now it's street legal. So, you're driving around in a Ferrari. That's a Formula 1 car. Well, that's all the cars that I'm going to go through today. Hopefully you like this and I get more subscribers. So, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and see you in the next video. Thank you.